Hi, it's Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally. You may recognize the hands more than the face, but I wanted to jump on today because IOD is having a spring or Easter basket challenge. And you know me, I love me some IOD and I love a challenge. So I have taken a broken down basket and created a beautiful spring home decor piece. And stay till the end because I'm going to display two different ways. One for those of you who like a little dopamine fix, and for those of us a little more subdued. So stick around and see what I've created for you, and make sure you check out all the other creators in this challenge and enjoy. Thanks so much for stopping by.
And I am starting with this broken picnic basket that was found on the good table at my dump to keep things from the landfill. So I am going to start with this broken top, take that off, take off the little latch, and then once I have this in two pieces, I am going to begin by painting the base of this basket so that I will be able to go from there. And with this gorgeous pink, it is a blush pink by Bear. It is a latex paint that I had in my stash. And for me, I think anything in the blush tones really says spring. I will set that aside to dry, and while I do, I am going to work on the cover. I have this beautiful IOD paint inlay called Floriography, and I absolutely love using a paint inlay, as you know, and I have really wanted to use the tulips, but just not going to work size-wise because it is landscape instead of portrait. I will save that for another project. And I'm going to use it on the inside of the lid to go with this vignette. I'm going to do this directly on the wood. I cleaned this up real good, and I'm going to put it on the wood so I know that it is not going to really pop. It's going to be a very muted vintage feel in the background, and so that is the look that I'm going for. But if you want it to really pop, it's good to do it on a light colored paint. And as you've seen me do many times before, we are going to add a product first. I am using a Fusion clear glaze here, but you could use a polyacrylic or you could use a paint. If you're going to do this clear glaze, I recommend a little less than I used. So I'm going to put that down first, spritz the paint side of the inlay, and push that down with a little bit of a wet paper towel until that is pretty well adhered. Then I'm going to leave this overnight, especially with the clear glaze, and then I'm going to wet it. And because it is on just plain old wood, it did take quite a bit of water actually to release this. Just adding a little bit of that, and then I'm going to pull up first one side and then the other, and you can see how these beautiful inlays are, and I just absolutely always love revealing this. Now the clear glaze is a little tacky here, not 100% dry, so I am going to have to set that aside and then come back and add a coat over this entire piece of wood. I want to protect that and make sure that that's not going to smear, and this wood is very dry, so I think altogether that will help that. The next step, I am going to take some IOD air dry clay, and I am going to take the IOD mold. This one is called Blossom, and it is so incredibly beautiful. I absolutely love the detail on it. So we are starting pushing the IOD air dry clay into the mold. You do want to work that in your hands and get that a little bit warm first, and then they have a micro rim on the edge of that mold that helps you to not have anything overfill. And then I am going to attach these to my basket front, and I'm going to start using the Quick and Thick. Going to end up switching over to a white, more like a school glue or a wood glue, because of the yellowish tone here, and it's a little bit more work cleaning up than I want to. So any wood glue or paper glue would work. I'm just showing you how you can gently press that into the next piece. The closer you can get them adhered to one another, the less cracking you are likely to have. Now here I'm just taking a wet paintbrush and a paper towel, and I'm just kind of trying to clean up some of that overspill. And then I am going to take out the next IOD mold that I'm going to use, which is called Sparrow's Nest. And I'm also going to use a little trimmings mold, and I'm just going to cover the holes that were left behind at the top of the basket with that little wooden peg. So I just attach a piece of that trimming there just to hide that and give that a little bit of decor at the top. And then with the Sparrow's Nest mold, I am going to take one of the nests out, and then I am going to add a branch underneath it so that it looks like it is holding the nest up. I am going to do the sparrow in flight and add that to the top corner section. It's so much fun. You can just keep playing with it, but enough is enough. You have to know when enough is enough. I leave it overnight and I let it dry, and I just got two very small areas of cracking. I opted not to paint this one while it's wet, and I usually do. And I do think that that does prevent the cracking. Next day, I'm coming in and I'm just going to go over this piece of wood with some of the antiquing glaze. I am going to set that aside to dry, and I am going to pick out absolutely gorgeous Eastery springtime colors, and I am going to have a lot of fun adding color to this basket. And I am going to absolutely freak myself out when I get the brown branches on here. And usually there's a place in every project where I go, uh-oh, this was that place. But as you have heard others say, I am sure, you definitely want to trust the process. It is a little frightening. It's a little too dark, but I know that I am going to add a highlight or a dry brushing over top. Then we're going to go from there, and we are going to add color. All you want to do is pick the colors that you like and have fun. Now, my one tip is that each time I use a color, if it's a dark color, I'm going to highlight the edges in a light color. If it's a light color, I'm going to highlight the colors in a dark color in a similar color tone. The rest of it is really just play with it and enjoy. I will just zip past this very quickly, showing you a few highlights. And I am loving this. I hope that you are also loving this. If you are, please hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would. Now I am just going to go around the edges of the raw wood with first some clear wax and then some of the darker wax to wipe that back. If you know me, you know that everything in me wants to go ahead and add that antiquing glaze all over this entire basket. This is a very spring color, and the colors in it I think are beautiful. And although it probably would be lovely, more vintage, I think I am going to just go ahead and leave it. So this is how it looks. I will leave the list of items that I did use in my description box. And this first one is very bright and very colorful. Lots of florals and just a very beautiful feel of being out in the garden. And I think that it is quite lovely. Now, it is still 40 degrees here in New Hampshire and definitely not warm. It is making me feel like one day soon it really will be spring. And you get a peek of the lid there with the paint inlay just kind of peeking through on that, just very subtle. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Also, I am going to show you a display with a little bit less color and a little bit more my style. And this one I think is the way that I will keep it for now. This is my IOD basket challenge for you, and I hope that you have really enjoyed this. I am so grateful that you have joined me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Let me know if this challenge has made you want to go out and get a few IOD products for yourself and give it a try. Well, I appreciate your stopping by, and I will see you soon. You take care.